This hall's been the scene of a lot of activities over the years: boys clubs, girls clubs, table tennis, dances, socials and concerts. In 1985, this end of the hall was transformed when we held a great concert. Let's have a look at some of the scenes from that concert.
Pouring buckets of water into each other. So what we're going to do, being the last stack before inflow, I won't pour any more buckets into Jason's bucket. What I'm going to do is share it with everybody. So just stay put.
But life is more than physical, there's mind and heart. There's never putting kisses on my homework. Well now, tell me, did you do your homework last night? Well, actually, no.
Behind us three on our left, contestant number 2, we have Max Patterson, the carpenter of Chadstone. And on our left we have Margaret Patterson!
Following the success of the 1985 concert, we put on the Corrugated Violin Show in 1988 to celebrate the bicentenary. Corrugated Violin Show illustrated various scenes from Australia's past and involved considerable practice under the excellent direction of Kathy Bradley. Sport's always been an important part of this church. We've talked about boys clubs and girls clubs. We've also had cricket teams, tennis teams, and in recent days we've had volleyball and netball teams. Here's a picture of the tennis premiership team in the mid-1980s. Marion and Shirley. You see, Marion does get a shot now and then. Here's a shot of the premiership pennants won by the church tennis team, and in 1985 the church tennis team became part of the North Oakley Tennis Club. Last year we moved into netball. The young adults played in the grand final. A great effort. Missed again. There was a great deal of support for the netball, played usually on a Sunday afternoon, especially on the grand final. And look at the scores, 11-10. We lost by 1. But they were all good-hearted and they enjoyed it immensely. There's the minister. And here's the minister's wife. Here she is again. I think Max is a bit late with the advice here.
Well, that's a full bus.
Here's the young adults meeting after their loss to congratulate each other and to present themselves with trophies.
Come on, here we go.
Chris, can you pass the Here we go.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay. Phil Cole. Oh, you're getting it. Out you come, Phil. Well, Phil's not here at the moment.
Throughout the 35 years of this church's history, one person has been here right from the very beginning. For the last 10 years, he's been chairman of our official board. I want to introduce you to Howard Whittaker. You saw him earlier on in some of those old films. Howard?
I believe that Chadstone can really grow, but it can only grow if we ourselves do something about it. It would be great to see strangers, our friends and our families staying at church and new people coming. And this can only happen if our hearts really respond to God Himself, if we leave our hearts open to His Spirit and respond to the working of that Spirit. I believe the time has come for each one of us to give our hearts truly to God and let God work in us.
Thanks, Howard. Now I'd like to introduce you to our minister, Peter Bradley. Peter?
Thanks, Ian. I'd like to say a thank you first of all to Chadstone Church of Christ for being a lovely, nurturing church for me in my first ministry. I would like to think with Howard that Chadstone Church of Christ can grow larger than we are now. I've got a feeling that that might be through one way, and that is that we refocus. It's very easy to lose our focus as a church, but that focus for me is that we want to not only befriend people, but lead them to the friendship with God. And I believe that our first big challenge as a church will be with our own families and friends. I think this will have an interesting thing that will drive us down on our knees to prayer, because I think that's the way that God would start to change both our heart and the hearts of people closest to us. Thanks, Ian.
Thanks, Peter. Well, there you have it, 35 years of history of the Chadstone Church of Christ. Ian and I hope you've enjoyed this visual presentation. And as today we share and celebrate in our 35th anniversary, we know that this will be another great day in the life of this church.